From the Picture That Studios of Arizona, is Brendan Schaub gonna fight again? We're gonna be live with Sam Alvey talking the latest in UFC and what's new with Smile'n Sam. Let's go with the MMA-Holes.
Wonderful.
Welcome everybody to the stream. It's good to see everyone here. Make sure you deposit your likes in the box, although I don't have it working right now, but just deposit your like in there. Share the stream. It's going to be a wonderful ride here on the MMA-Holes as we're live on a Wednesday night. We're going to be talking about a bunch of stuff in the news. We're going to be talking to an old friend back on the show. The return of Brendan Schaub. Is that going to happen? We're going to let you know tonight on the MMA-Holes. And before we get there, let me give a shout out to our sponsors, MyBookie.ag. The promo code is MMA-HOLES for a 50% match on your first deposit. And shout out to Millions over there. They support the athletes. If you want to get any merch or signed autographs, signed gloves or whatever, link in the description down in the below section for Millions. ESPN Plus, if you're going to watch the fights this weekend, you got to get up nice and early. It's going to be on at 2 a.m. It's going to be on at 2 a.m. I'll be here. I'll be live. So make sure you click that link if you want to watch along with us. And the Sean O'Malley signed card. That's right. This is the champ over here, the signed card. Go back to our UFC 292 stream. If you still want to submit your entry, we're going to pick one lucky winner after we talk to our guest tonight on the show. So go back over there, UFC 292 stream, and follow the rules, and you can enter yourself in that. Also giving away a vape pen so you can get high while you enjoy your Sean O'Malley signed card. Thank you.
Wonderful.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready? Is everyone fired up in the chat? Let me know, as I'm going to take you away to a guest on the show that has been here before, and we are delighted to have back. Coming off a heavyweight win, this man is 34-18-1. He's got the best smile in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show, Smile'n Sam Alvey. Let's go! Sam, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me back, my friend.
It's good to have you here. You are coming off that big win. We didn't get a chance to talk to you. Heavyweight, how did it feel to fight at heavyweight?
Oh, he was a big boy. I tell you what, I thought I was ready for it. I've always prided myself on my cardio. I don't get tired in fights, and that big boy got me tired. Just holding them up, just holding that extra weight of him. He outweighed me by, it was like 43 pounds or something till fight day. And I got tired taking him down. I didn't get too tired. Like, I still beat him up, but I was definitely breathing heavier than I thought it'd be.
I bet. Yeah, it looked like it was a tough war with this guy. He's a big dude, and you had that gentleman in your corner was hilarious. So he's an influencer. Who was that in your corner?
Yeah, that's Justin Danger Nunley. Listen, he's that guy on TikTok.
Oh.
Yeah, we met each other out in Vegas once. We did a stand-up routine at the same place at the same night, and we just kind of hit it off. So he lives in Florida, and I was fighting in real close to Florida in Georgia. I said, hey, you want to come out and let you corner me? And he said, I'll be there. So he came out, and he was fantastic corner.
That was hysterical, man. When I was listening to some of the things. What was the craziest thing he said to you while you were trying to compete?
Oh, it was the queef thing. Queef? Jump the queef? Yeah, knock the queef out of him. My queef corner, Tom Galicchio. I don't even remember what Tom said, but Justin heard queef, and he told me knock the queef out of him.
So now you got this fancy studio going on over here. I saw actually on Twitter before we went live, I noticed that you got a podcast with Mac Malley, and you're getting John Jones on. Did he come on yet?
He was on tonight. We're going to be dropping the whole thing next week. We're the Overdogs on YouTube and on everywhere. Huge podcast. It's really taken off. This is our 5th episode, and I mean, our first episode had Sean Strickland, then we had Bo Nichols, and we had Mike Perry. And Mike Perry's been on just about every episode. Mighty Mouse was our last episode. We've been having so much fun getting to interview and talk with some of the greatest fighters that have ever been.
You know, it's funny. I tried to get Mike Perry on this program once, and he said $40,000. And I was like, that sounds like a Mike Perry response, you know? It's 40 grand. So we're saving up for that.
He's well worth every penny, I promise you.
Yeah. So John Jones on there. So how was he? I mean, this is pretty cool, man. This guy now, he's winning at heavyweight. He's got the big fight at Madison Square Garden. That must have been something else having Bones on there, right?
It was. I've never gotten to talk to him before. I've seen him fight live. I've seen him fight, on TV. I've never gotten to talk to him before. And what an interesting fella. I mean, he had a lot of things to say and stuff that his manager was sitting in the room, and his manager kept shutting him up, but he kept talking to it. It was really funny from our end, hearing everything he was saying that he probably shouldn't have.
No kidding. Yeah. You know what's funny? We've interviewed a bunch of guys through Jackson Wink, and he's popped up on our stream a couple of times, like little cameos here and there. He actually seems like a cool dude. You know, like I know he gets a lot of heat and everything like that, but I said, if there's anyone I want to party with, that's the guy. He seems like a good time, you know?
He was a great time on the cast. I'm looking forward to dropping it. We're going to get it all edited up and put down, but it's going to be a good one.
Isn't it crazy now? Like before, fighters weren't really doing podcasts. Now everyone is doing podcasts. You know, everyone is getting in front of the microphone and this and that. How is the transition? I mean, you're still competing, and we'll talk about that in a sec. But how is the transition, like going from fighting to podcasting and stuff like that?
You know, it's different. There's definitely a learning curve. I mean, all I had to do in life before was work out and go fight. Now I have to work out, go fight, do a podcast, take care of my horses, feed my sheep, do the goat thing, my chicken. Now it is I'm very busy at all moments of every day.
Yeah, I bet. And how are the family doing? The kids, they getting big?
Oh, getting bigger by the minute. My littlest one, my oldest one just turned 10. My littlest one just turned 1.
Wow, look at that. Holy smokes.
I got 4 in between the two of them.
It's got to be a circus. So I just had my second a couple months ago, 2 months actually old now.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. And I'm like, all right, it's time to close shop. I'm like, I'm done, right? But my wife, she's like, the other day, she's like, I think I want more. I'm like, holy shit. But how do you pull it off, man? Like with all those kids and everything like that.
More. They start raising themselves after a while. Like, I didn't even have to think about the older two. They just, hey, go, feed the younger 4. And they do. They start raising themselves after 4.
It's funny you say that. Yeah, my 2-year-old is like putting the pacifier in the mouth now, and she's like a little kiss and a little rub if the baby's crying and stuff like that. It is amazing how kids, like, for some reason, they pick up these responsibilities and take care of each other.
Yeah, particularly my girls, my little girls. They love this little baby like it's nobody's business. The boys are okay with them. They're completely fine with them. They'll do anything to ask, but there's like no extra kisses or loves or rubs or anything. But my little girls are all about my baby.
It is funny, yeah. My oldest is a daughter, and she's very caring and compassionate. And I think about my nephews, and they're just little bulldogs. You know, they're like, I mean, they're sweet, but it's different. It's a lot different.
Oh yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean. My kids will come in and say, "Hi, Evander," and then go do their own thing. My daughters, they come in and they, "Oh, Evander, I love you," so they'll pick you up and carry them here and there. They just, it's really different.
The last time we spoke, you had the kids with you, and you're at the gym and this and that. So you got these kids training already and stuff, and you think they're going to follow dad?
True story. All of my kids have been to the gym before they've been home. Went from the hospital to the gym. My most recent kid was born at home. I was a home birth, so that one didn't count. But my first 5, we left the hospital, went to the gym, introduced them to the world, then went home. They've been training from day one. My gym, my setup here is in the corner of my garage. The other side of my garage is mats. I've got my walls matted, my ground matted, all that. All that being said, I hope my kids do not fight. I hope they can beat up the world champion. I hope someday they could all beat John Jones. But I hope they're smarter than that.
Yeah. It's, it seems like every athlete that we speak to that competes inside a cage or ring, whatever, they all say the same thing. A few of them were like, yeah, I wouldn't mind it, but most of them are like, yeah, I don't want him to do what daddy's doing.
The paychecks, I mean, like, I finished with the UFC. Now my next paycheck is for a fraction of what I was making with the UFC. Mm. And I understand I'm one of the most successful fighters the UFC's ever had. But now that it's over, I'm not. Now I have to learn how to, be an adult without fighting like it was. fights.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, right? I always wondered how that works, right? Like you were, all you knew was punching people in the face, and now it's like you're going into podcasting, more dad stuff going on here, and all that stuff. So it's got to be wild, you know. I mean, when is the end of the actual fighting thing? Because you're still going strong here. You're still competing. Like, is there a finish line? Or are you going to keep doing this?
I'm going to keep doing it. I love fighting more than most people. Professionally, I have fought for $0 before. It's just something I enjoy doing. Honestly, I don't get hit that much. My style has always been more of a counter fighter. I know people like to remember me being a stand-and banger, but for the most part, I wasn't. So I'm still fairly mentally sharp, you know, as sharp as a fighter can be. And I don't have any lingering injuries. Everything kind of hurts, but I assume that's just me getting older, not me being a fighter.
Sure. Yeah, you see some of these guys out there and you're like, oh, man. But like with you, like that last performance, you just fought a heavyweight, right? So it's like you can go in there and you can still compete. There are some athletes, though, like when you see a guy like Tony Ferguson, what do you think about him? I mean, who are we to say to retire? But like, or Chris Weidman or something like that off that crazy leg thing. Like,
that leg thing would have made me retire. Had my leg broken in half like his was, I would have never fought again.
Yeah.
I broke my jaw. It kind of hurt. It was fine. That leg thing would have stopped me from ever stepping foot in the ring again. So he's a tougher man than I am.
So did you see the scene, like as Tavares and Weidman were leaving the cage and the family was greeting them and Weidman's hobbling? It looked like out of the movie Warrior. And Tavares is the one dragging him out of the cage. Did you see that?
No, you know what? I didn't. I couldn't get a hold of it. I was out. I own a food truck now, so I have a business as well. I own a food fight truck on Instagram and Facebook and all that. We sell deep dish pizza. It's incredible. Anyways, I was food fighting all night. I got home and then I turned everything on.
So wait, tell me about this truck now. I heard about this before. I want to learn more about this thing. So what happened here? As a business, you were just like, okay, I'm going to buy a truck. Do you work in the truck or do you have people work? Yeah. That's TD.
No, I run the truck. I work in the truck. It's technically my wife's business, but I just follow her orders like in most other things. And it's our truck. We take it wherever we want to take it, whenever we want to take it, and we serve the greatest deep dish pizza you'll ever find.
Wow, dude, I gotta hit this truck up. So where can we find this truck?
So we're all over Murfreesboro, Nashville area.
Okay.
We're moving around Tennessee, but that's where we're based right now. And as we it's a lot more difficult than you think. The cooking is the easy part, but there's so many regulations on food trucking. Every county has a different healthy code and a different inspection and all that. And so to figure out where to go, if it's worth getting and doing all that stuff, that's the tricky part.
And have you always been a decent cook, or like with pizza specifically? Like, why did you choose pizza?
I've always been really good at serving people. My wife has always been a really good cook. We met at the Renaissance Fair where I served people, and she sold roses and then bought us. But it's just something we kind of meshed at. She loves cooking. It has always been her secret passion. And now I'm learning how to cook everything she is, so she doesn't have to do all the work. But when we get in that truck, I just get to talk to people all day, share stories. Hey, how's it going? I have a good day. Just a lot of small talk, but just constantly entertaining people. And I've always been a naturally entertaining kind of person. So it's really a good fit for our family.
And ladies and gentlemen, if you just jumping in, I see a couple of comments in the chat. I'm assuming you have a fan on, right? Because they're saying that it sounds like some muffly thing going on, but it's very hot in there. We can hear you.
Can you hear that? I can turn that one off. I have my little one. Give me just a second. I'll turn it off.
I don't want you to sweat your ass off. No, we can still hear you.
No, I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Look what you did, chat. Look what you did. How dare you? But we're live with Sam Alvey right now. My man, he's got a food truck. He's got a fight coming up. This is a big deal. Oh, there we go. Wow. Oh, that's way different. Listen.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No.
So I've been podcasting with John Jones for like the last 3 hours out here, and for Jones, I use this microphone. The fan doesn't affect it, but now I'm just using my phone with you, and the fan apparently affects that. Gotcha.
Okay, well, no biggie. Yeah, now it sounds nice. So okay, this setup that you have behind you over here. So you say you put this together in your garage. Okay, this is pretty cool, man. Like I've noticed your uploads. You got beautiful quality over there. You got a nice camera. So are you learning this stuff through YouTube, or are you just learning on the fly? Like, how are you learning how to settle this stuff up?
I'm trying to be like you. I see that opening monologue you do every day. Welcome to the MMA-Holes. You are fantastic at this. So I'm finding the podcast, the YouTube channels that I enjoy watching, and I'm trying to, make a connection with them. And you're definitely one of those that I watch regularly.
Oh, thanks. Hey, I appreciate that's actually a huge compliment. I appreciate that. You know, it's funny. Yesterday was 7 years on YouTube doing this, and
Really?
I have a second channel, so we went over there. I get high on that channel. I get a little goofy, but we were going down memory lane, and I was like, oh my God! Like I'd never realized the growing pains with a YouTube channel. Like, it's kind of crazy. Looking back 7 years ago, I was like, what the fuck was I doing? And it took a long time to get together, but it seems like you're picking it up pretty damn quick. It seems like it's pretty easy for you.
I'm figuring it out. I heard a Mr. Beast quote. He said, it takes at least 150 episodes before you kind of understand what you're trying to do. Mm. And I think I'm at episode like 75.
Wow.
So, I'm figuring out what people like to hear. I'm figuring out how to speak a little more clearly. The problem I have is I speak really fast. Mm. I'm used to doing interviews where they only have a short time, so I spit out as much information as I can, and my hands are always doing something. Or I'm get the microphone in the ring, and I have a short time to talk. So I'm trying to learn to slow my pacing down, just draw my words out a little bit. Chael's son and his channel is a big inspiration for what I'm trying to do a little bit of.
Oh yeah.
I love this sport more than most. I feel I understand this sport more than most. And so I'm doing everything I can to share my experiences and my knowledge of the sport with the fans that gave me a job.
I tell you what, I love it, man. We've made some friends with UFC fighters now and outside of the UFC as well. And it's so cool seeing the athletes because you guys are the ones we should be hearing from. You know, like the knuckleheads like us, we don't know what the fuck we're talking about, but you guys have been in there. You made the walk. You've been in there with these crazy athletes and everything like that. So it's really cool to see you guys do this. Have you watched Money Moicano, Renato Moicano's YouTube channel? Have you seen that yet?
I haven't, but if you're giving it a thumbs up, I'll go check it out.
Go check him out. Money Moicano. He is killing it. He's doing great things on YouTube. He's another guy. You know, he's still active in the lightweight division. He had an injury. That's what it seems like happens. Mike Davis as well. They have these injuries and they start YouTube channels, and then boom, Jamal Hill is another one. Like starts a YouTube channel and this and that. But I've noticed there's people that have other people involved, like producers or people making their thumbnails or this and that. Are you completely all hands on yourself?
I am completely doing everything on my own. And I try to do it where my kids can't see me do it. I want my kids off social media for as much of their life as I can get. So I stay up real late to film everything I want to film, or I get up real early to edit everything together. And then I put it on a timer so I can time when it's going to come out and how it's going to do that. And that's with Twitter, Instagram. YouTube's the hard one. YouTube's the one I'm really pushing for now. Yeah. It's the one I could really see a future for myself in. So anyone watching, I appreciate you following me.
Yeah.
It's at Smile'n Sam on everything. And I'm really enjoying the journey. It's that part of life where I'm learning something new. I'm learning how to make something bigger, better, and edit it well, and get my thoughts a little more organized than they would be normally.
I tell you what, it's super cool, man. Your journey's been pretty wild, right? You have this wild UFC career with a gazillion stories. You got a food truck. You got a YouTube channel. You got a beautiful family. I mean, life is good for Sam, huh?
It's going well. It really is. I love this life. The good Lord has blessed me every step of the way. This has just been an amazing journey, and one I probably don't deserve, but I'm going to do everything in my power in my life to give back to everyone that helped me get here.
There you go. And now let's get to the juicy stuff over here. So there was rumblings, and I saw your video, I saw your call out and with Brendan Schaub, and I would love to know like the backstory with this. Like I know there was something with the Ultimate Fighter you were talking about, but if you could explain that backstory, why the call out happened.
So years ago, like 13 years ago, I was on The Ultimate Fighter. I didn't win the show, as probably everyone knows, but I was on it for a while. I was the first pick, had a huge knockout, and then I fought. I broke my rib like immediately, fought to a decision, and lost the decision. From that point on, my goal was to hide the rib injury as best I could from everyone that I could, because I wanted to, if somebody got injured, I wanted to be that guy that got a call, got a second shot.
Sure.
So I wasn't able to roll with everybody. I wasn't able to spar with everybody like I would have liked to. But I was in that gym every day with Coach Lando, conditioning, lifting, doing everything I could. And the season was at 170. So it was a real struggle for me to keep my weight down. So every day I was doing miles on the row machine, and I was lifting, and I was doing everything I could to protect myself so I could get back in. Brendan Schaub came in, and he was there for like a week maybe, and he was just kind of around. I didn't have much to do with him. We just, passed in the hallway, said hi. Years later, I made it back to the UFC, and I was about to fight a Cesar Mutante, who I believe won his season of The Ultimate Fighter in Brazil. And I was stoked for this, and I was a huge underdog. I think it was the biggest underdog I've ever been in my career to this day was against him. And Brandon Schaub, on his very successful podcast, just kind of talked poorly of me. Said I was a quitter. He said, I can't believe you made it here. He's a quitter. See, and he said he was a nice guy. Impressed me he got back, but he was a quitter. And good God, I didn't know it. I mean, I knew it at the time that he said it, then I hadn't thought about it for years. And it rubbed me. I'm a lot of things. A quitter I am not. You will not catch me not doing something ever. And years later, it got brought back up again. And somebody said, you should make a video about that. And so I made a video about it. And the video kind of exploded on YouTube. And it kind of got real big. He's like, oh, so Brendan Schaub's the secret. Well, Brendan then went on, and he was interviewing Matt Masvidal here in like the last two or 3 weeks. And Masvidal got him to say, who would you fight? Who do you want to fight? You want to get back in there? We can find someone. And Schaub said, oh, I'll fight. How about the Black Beast? Black Beast just signed a new giant contest, and it's not going to happen that way. So I made another video saying, hey, Brandon, I'll be your Huckleberry. I'll step in there with you. We can settle this beef from 13 years ago or however long it was. The video kind of did well too. I don't know that anything is ever gonna come of it, but it's gonna be, if we can make it happen, it's gonna be one hell of a fight.
It's funny. Like, so we put that tag out there with you and Brendan, and it was I just made a goofy joke about, is he training to fight Sam Alvey? And he's like, huh? So he responds with a huh, and I'm like, okay, Brendan's he's the hook's in the mouth. And then that was it. He ghosted us, and nothing happened from that. And I understand why he ghosted us, because I had an ex-employee of Brendan Schaub on named Mark Harley. I don't know if you've ever heard of this guy, but wow.
Real handsome fella, giant, right?
Yeah, beautiful muscles. And he had some very interesting things to say about Schaub. After he does the interview on our show, he hacks into Schaub's account. He still had the login or whatever, and he fucking posts our video, our interview. So yeah, I don't think I'm on Schaub's good side, but anyway, sorry, Schaub. But I think that would be amazing. Now there are rumors that there's this Skank Fest thing. You ever hear about this, where there's a comedy tour, and the former co-host of the Bisbing show, I forgot his name, but he's a comedian, and he says that he wants Schaub to go to the Skank Fest and perform, and then he wants him to fight there. So I heard about the Masvidal thing, and I'm hearing about this Skank Fest. He's gonna fight there. But it seems like he's not interested in fighting at all anymore, huh?
Yeah, he messaged me yesterday even, and I haven't talked to him maybe ever. He messaged me yesterday, said, hey, I heard somebody's talking about us fighting. I was just wondering if you know what's going on. So I kind of ran him through. Yeah, I made a video after that, and it is what it is. Video kind of took off and took a life of its own. And I said, but because I'm a fairly nice guy, but I'm not going to let this go because I would love to fight him. I said, but hey, I understand you're retired, but if ever you want to do a charity boxing, we'll go. We can put big gloves on, just have a good time, raise some money for whoever. So make sure you think of me. And he messaged back, all right, good luck finding a fight. That
was so is this like the first like true interaction like you guys had? Like what was the?
Yes, I'm sure we must have talked once or twice on The Ultimate Fighter. Yeah, but I don't remember what it was about or who said what or when, if it happened. But this was the first interaction we ever had, and he seemed like a nice guy in the DM he sent me. He slid into my DMs.
Oh, okay. He's on Instagram or?
Brendan Schaub slid into my DMs.
Yeah. I was delighted when I saw he responded. I was like, "That's great. That's fantastic." But unfortunately, he doesn't want to come on. But so and then he just kind of big timed you at the end. I mean, that sounds like it's like, yeah, good luck, kid. Like, what the fuck?
I guess. See, that's the naivete in me. I'm always looking for the best of people. Like in my head, he was like, really, good luck finding a fight, my friend. Like, oh, I'm rooting for you. That's how I took it. But now the way you said it, it's like, oh, he was doing it, wasn't he?
Well, you know, sometimes I like to stir the pot a little bit. I don't know, but I did notice that he did put up a post. This is kind of wild. This is a weird coincidence here. Before we went live, I noticed on Schaub's Instagram, he put up a post with the guest you just had on, John Jones. So I don't know, is he in Albuquerque or like he just posted this?
Jones is in LA as of now, but he's flying somewhere else. Like he left my podcast to get on the Overdogs podcast to get on a plane to fly. I think he was flying home, but he was in LA this morning.
You should have said to Brendan, hey, listen, I just interviewed John Jones. So take that. I was first. You know, I'm the reason why you guys took that picture together. I don't know. I'm trying to figure something out here. So Schaub. So long story short, Schaub is he's not fighting anybody.
It doesn't sound like he has any desire to fight. It sounds like he was just talking with Masvidal, and those are the words that came out. He picked Black Beast, who just signed an 8-fight contract.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, like that was weird. Like he thinks he could beat Derek Lewis. What do you think about that matchup?
He said, "Oh, you mean with like MMA, bare knuckle MMA?" He said, "Yeah, I'm in. And I can take him down. Or I'll take the Black Beast." Yeah. So I kind of responded to this like that's kind of what Curtis Blade thought was going to happen as well. It didn't work out quite as he thought.
Yeah. Do you think like I don't think Brendan's a bad guy. I'm probably gonna get shit on for saying that, but I never thought Brendan was a bad guy. I think he's just a little dopey. You know, he's a smart businessman, he's a very smart businessman, and he surrounds himself with very smart people, and that's good. He's a good networker. But you know, he does say things that you're like, what's going on? Do you think he has CTE, or do you think he's just a goofball?
To be completely honest, outside of what he DM'd me the other day, that was about the first time I'd ever heard him say anything in a sentence. I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't watch his podcast or any of that. I did, for the sake of the YouTube, watch his Gringo Poppy comedy special, and I regret that. That was a half hour of my life I'll never get back. So I don't know if he's a little dopey or not. I know he's not very funny. But I don't think so. I've really studied CTE, being a fighter for as long as I have been, and it's people overestimate how quickly it can set on. It is after a lifetime, after a career of brain trauma, and I don't know that he's had that. He doesn't have all that many fights. Now he's been knocked out enough of those fights, and so that's maybe a good starting spot for him. But personally, that he was a fighter at all probably means he's a little dopey. Mm-hmm. All of us are.
Are you saying in general most fighters are a little dopey?
In general, you have to. No, I'd say Conor, but I know people that know Conor. Most fighters, who seems like a smart dude? Sean O'Malley. He seems like he really has a grip on everything.
Yeah.
But most fighters aren't like that. Most fighters are fighters for a reason.
Yeah, it's weird. Sean O'Malley's a weird dynamic because I think maybe because I'm a boomer, I don't fucking know, but I can't relate to like some of the things he says, but I am fascinated by him as a businessman. And as a fighter, of course. I mean, he just knocked out Aljamain Sterling. So say what you will about that fight. I mean, that's amazing. He becomes the bantamweight champ. He kind of started off a little Conor McGregor-esque and then kind of pushed that aside and became his own thing. And I respect that tremendously.
Yes, I saw that transition where everyone was comparing him to McGregor, and he got rid of that.
Yeah,
and which is brilliant. You never, and that's every fighter watching. Never try and be the next anybody. You be you. You will never be the next whoever. Like whoever tries to smile the most next, it's not going to work for you. Mm-hmm. There's a guy that smiles already. Whoever tries to talk, like Conor, don't try and do it. That's why Conor didn't copy Chael. Chael didn't copy, Ali. You have to find your own niche and figure it out. And O'Malley saw the comments coming, next Conor. And he changed. I mean, he changed the way people see him. Yeah. I mean, he's not really compared to Conor anymore.
That's the thing. Like, he's showing up with clown hair, for God's sakes, and then people are still trying to force that narrative of him being Conor McGregor. They're doing the side by side with Conor's finish on Aldo, and then his finish on Aljo. But still, I still don't see it like I see O'Malley. I don't see McGregor at all. It's weird, man.
Yeah, no, I agree. And when he first burst onto the scene, I kind of saw the connection. Oh, he's kind of taught. And he just did away with it. He's doing his own thing. He is Sean O'Malley. Who's going to be, it's not who's going to be the next Conor. It's who's going to be the next Sean O'Malley now. And I think he does Twitch or something. He does much more than Conor does with interacting with the fans. Yeah. Which is helping him create that distance between who he is and who Conor is.
Yeah, he's got he's got like 4 podcasts. He's got he does his gaming streams. His merchandise is killing it. He's hanging out with the Nelk Boys, which seems like a home run if you want to really be famous these days. He's plugged into the youth. I think that's very important. Like, he's plugged into the young community over there, whereas typical UFC fans are all old fucks like myself. So it's smart, Yep.
And him winning the title is only going to help everything.
Yeah.
The dude is going to be. I mean, the UFC. I was just making a YouTube video about this, about how the UFC could pick these winners. It's crazy. Like, by all means, Sean O'Malley should not have beaten Aljo. It shouldn't have happened. And the UFC picked him to win, and he didn't just win by a decision. He won by a knockout. I mean, he won when he shouldn't have. And how the UFC can see the potential in someone like that is it's crazy.
Yeah. Well, they do a very good job at taking these stars and putting them in positions for them to shine. And the Peter Yan fight seemed like it might have been a little bit too much for him to do, and look what he did. Even though it was a close fight, he still got his hand raised. And O'Malley sees the moment. Israel Adesanya, another one, sees the moment when he had the opportunities. The fight with Aljamain Sterling, though, what did you think about that? Like, the first round, I thought it was fascinating how the first round Aljo played the Aljo game and then said in the second round, the boos are happening and he doesn't want to be boring. He overextends, he gets caught. What do you think went wrong with Aljamain Sterling?
He got cocky. I mean, for someone who was able to take down Henry Cejudo, why he wouldn't have spent every second of round 1 trying to take down a kid who does not wrestle, a kid who is not a wrestler, is beyond me. And he did, if you watch, I did a breakdown of this fight on my channel, and it got stricken down by copyright laws and all that. And it was, I followed the rules. My face was in every frame, and I was talking, but it's still, I can't fight.
What did you show? You showed UFC clips? Is that what it was?
It was the whole fight. I had the whole fight on there. But if you alter it enough and you speak over it and it's more me than it, you're supposed to be fine with it. But you still have to fight with the UFC over it, and I lost. So I just posted the me talking part. But anyways, there were a couple kicks that Aldo threw that were like spinning lunge kicks in round 1. And I saw the first one. I said, oh, you better not do that again. And then he did it again in round 1. I don't know what's going on. That is not, I mean, that looks like a guy who was trying to strike with a striker, but not well. And I was happy to see him finish with the takedown attempt at the end of the round. And I thought he won round 1. I thought Aljo did. The uppercuts off the cage were enough to win it. And then round 2, he like you said, he overextended and got caught. It was beautiful timing by O'Malley. Yeah. O'Malley, back up, boom, throw that crack. I thought it would have stopped a little early, but I don't know that it would have changed anything had it gone a little longer. But it was beautiful by O'Malley. It's like he deserved that win. He deserves that belt now. And I personally didn't think he deserved the title shot.
Yeah, I'm with you, but I get it. I think Dana White was probably, oh my God, when he put that belt around O'Malley's waist, Dana White must have had a boner. He must have been completely aroused. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I suspect they're going to give him the easiest matchups. There are no easy matchups in the UFC, but the easiest of them, they're not going to give him any more stud rematches or stud wrestlers. Probably not going to give him Cejudo, not going to give him Aljo again. I could see a Cheeto Vera coming up, or the guy that refused to fight his teammate. Was it Kaya France? Is that him?
Oh, Merab Dvalishvili.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. That's the one. The one that wouldn't fight Aljo. He might step in and get that next shot, maybe. But if I was a betting man, I'd say it's going to be Cheeto, because I think on paper, the easiest fight of everyone available.
Well, all the stars are lining up. I'm anti, like, I like Cheeto, don't get me wrong, but I don't think he deserves it. But the stars are lining up because I listened to Aljo's podcast. I did a lot of research today. Aljo's podcast. I listened to Marab, and they're driving me nuts. Aljamain Sterling wants to take a break. You know, like, so I think Aljo has a legitimate argument. He said, "Hey, I'm a company man. Let's run this back. You on short notice. I mean, on a short turnaround. You told me take this fight in Boston. You know, like, the least you can do is, you know, give me a shot." But it seems like Aljo wants to take a break. So he wants to fight next year. He wants the rematch, but he wants to go on vacation. So I'm like, okay, fair. Right. And then I hear Marab today on MMA Junkie, and dude, maybe you still heard. I don't know. He is just like, I'm just gonna wait. He's like, I'm going to wait, you know, maybe Aljo's going to get the rematch. Maybe I'll fight in a year. I'm like, bro, they're going to pass him up. And, yeah, Cheeto makes sense now. Corey Sandhagen's hurt. I guess Cheeto is the guy.
Yeah. I think it makes the most sense for O'Malley because he lost. I mean, he did lose, but he didn't lose. He says he didn't lose. He says he's undefeated. He's not a wrestler. There's now a striker against a striker. Cheeto is willing to wrestle more than O'Malley is, so maybe he'll surprise him. In the first, I mean, everyone kind of wants to see O'Malley get that rematch, get the revenge. Mm-hmm. And I'd be excited. I really would be. I'd be excited to watch that fight.
Yeah, I was trying to lobby for it, Aljo getting the rematch, but then when I heard I mean, I get what he's already done it, right? He won the belt, he's defended, you know, so I guess he does deserve that break, you know. Yeah, he took it on Boston on fairly short notice for a title fight. It was right off his other win. I would love Aljo would be my bet for vote for getting the next fight, but he deserves the rest. He deserves to take a little time off. So fighter burnout, like there's YouTube burnout where people are just constantly playing on YouTube. I'm assuming there's definitely fighter burnout, right? Like
I've never experienced it.
Wow.
I'm sure I'm a freak. I've talked to fighters before that say, yeah, I don't want to do anything. Never experienced it. I wake up every morning looking for. I mean, the highlight of my day is going to train and hurt myself in that training room. It's just the highlight of my life, stepping in that cage. And then I'm back in the winning column, you know, with this last win just makes me that much more eager to get back in and get that hand again. My Tapology, I need more green. Recently, there's been too much red. I'm going to get a couple more highlights there.
It's so crazy, man. Your record, if you think about it, 34 wins, 18 1-0, but a lot of that came in the tail end with the negative stuff. And now you're bouncing back with this win here. Let's talk about the fight coming up. So when are you getting back in there? Schaub is pushed aside. He's afraid. He doesn't want to face you. He's scared of you. Let's be honest, right?
Oh, terrified. He should be.
Okay. So who do we got next? What's going on?
So I tell you what, I've not announced it anywhere yet, except for this show. I'm fighting for Karate Combat. I love this promotion. I found it earlier this year. My buddy, and I can't remember his name. The GOAT, RD GOAT, out in California. Raymond Daniels. Raymond Daniels. I caught him fighting, and I just fell in love with the promotion. It is the fastest paced striking, fastest paced fighting I'm able to find, because it's essentially points karate, except you're supposed to hit and knock each other out. There's no points to be taken. It's a 10-point must system, and it's these karate experts, which is a tip. Like, think of Wonderboy. Wonderboy is one of the faster MMA fighters out there, as was GSP and Machida, and you get the guys that have that traditional background. They're just fast-paced. And so I started hitting them up, started flirting with the company, said, hey, let me in. I want to come in. Started telling them how I've got a karate background. I started in a karate school. One of my lead instructors for the last UFC career was Tarek Safadine, who is a black belt in Shiokaiden karate. And I've just been really talking about how it has influenced me. And they finally said, all right, let's do it. Let's make it happen. So I am fighting September 16th. For Karate Combat. You can watch it on YouTube. Everything they post is on YouTube. I'll be in the Dominican Republic fighting in a Coliseum. Wow. It's like a Roman Coliseum is where I'm going to be fighting. And I'm fighting Adam Rosa Ramos. He's a Brazilian fighter, very karate-based, very explosive, and I'm looking forward to
Oh, we got a frozen situation. Anyway, if you just... Oh, You there, Sam? Anyway, Sam Alvey's talking about his next fight, Karate Combat. It looks like we got a little bit. Uh-oh. We got a little bit of an internet issue, it looks like. You're a little choppy right now.
Did you hear my Karate Combat spiel? I couldn't tell. You looked interested, but you might have been
no, I heard the Karate Combat stuff, and then you kind of froze, and we got a frozen screenshot of you. Looks like someone might have stuck a finger up your butt.
Oh, I wish. You're so young.
Is there maybe turn the camera on and off, and it might, I don't know, it might like there we go. Oh, might be an internet issue. There we go.
Let's see if I.
So I hear you. Yeah, it's just.
I'm back. Yeah, you turn the. 5G can beeped at me. Is that good?
I hear you, but yeah, there's no video now. It's just.
We're on that part.
Yeah.
Nope. No. There we go. Is that any better?
Oh, okay. We got video. It's just a little. Okay, you're just a little pixelated, but you know we could kind of see it. Yeah, it looks like it might just be an internet like glitch type deal, but all good. So Karate Combat. This is exciting, man. So is like Wonder Boy going to be involved in this? I've seen him involved with Karate Combat before.
Yeah, he went and he commentates. Bass Root is the lead commentator. And then they always bring in someone special. They bring in somebody to watch and help, talk about more of the martial arts side of things. And so Wonder Boy's done it before. Mike Perry's done it before. Luke Rockhold has done it before. GSP's been on there often enough. They've done a real good job of taking the karate talent of the world and putting it alongside Bass Root to tell everyone what they're seeing.
That's awesome, man. Yo, I'm happy for you. That's an awesome organization. I love the fact that it's free on YouTube. I've seen it before. It's got a real cool, unique look to it, and that's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. It's a faster paced fight than anything I've seen outside of Gaethje and Poirier. It's a faster paced fight than anything except about those two.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm happy for you, man. So any word from any bare knuckle organizations or anything like that? Like, do you think you're ever going to do anything like that down the road, or are you just going to do it one fight at a time?
I don't want to say anything bad about the BKFC, but they make it real hard. Yeah. Those guys, they have wasted just about a year of my career this past year. It's like, we'll get you locked up. Oh yeah, we want you. We want this. We want this. And I was supposed to. I turned down like 3 or 4 fights because they said they're going to put me up in August. It's going to be a great fight. It's going to be August. I said, okay, I'm not doing anything. And then like July 29th is, not August, maybe October. Fuck you guys. God dang it. But I'm wiping my hands of it. They want me, they can come to me. The game bred boxing, bare knuckle boxing, I'd love to do it. Call it the DLC portion of my career. I'm just going to be doing everything.
There you go.
The Karate Combat, I hope they like me. I hope they respect everything I do, because I would love to fight for them for many years to come. But as long as I can afford to do it, I'm gonna be fighting and winning.
It seems like such a ball drop not having you in BKFC. Like, it seems like that would be perfect.
Yeah, so do you. From your ears or your mouth to their ears. Mm-hmm. I mean, the internet has been asking for it since before I was out of the UFC. It is what I do. Is I hit people real hard, and I'm more of a boxer than anything else. And they said yes, we've got this. Oh, maybe in Russia. All right. They just kept making me not take other fights, and I'm just wiping my hands on them. I'm done with them.
Yeah, I don't blame you. It seems like they're also moving into a direction of influencer boxing. You know, I guess because people, a lot of crazy views on TikTok or whatever like that, so they're having these crazy kids doing it. I don't know. I don't even know these people, but I guess that's the way.
I'll fight any TikToker.
Yeah.
I'll fight any of them. I love TikTok. I have a big TikTok page, and it's wonderful. And I will fight anyone on TikTok.
Is there anyone on TikTok you want to call out now, like after Karate Combat?
You know who I actually called out on TikTok today was Butterbean. I would box him, and he's a good dude. Like, I really like him. It would not be disrespectful to call him out. But he had a post about he wanted to fight Jake Paul. Jake Paul said the Butterbean's a sideshow or something like that. I said, well, you're not going to fight Jake Paul. You're too big and talented. but he said, I'll take you. Let's do it. And I haven't heard anything back. But Butterbean, we can make that. It would be so much fun to fight someone who's done so much in the sport like he has.
When you're talking legends, Butterbean is a legend. There is no doubt about it. Isn't he like on some like weight loss journey? I saw he's popping up on social media again.
Yes, he's on. He would be a heavyweight, not super heavyweight, not what he won all his titles on.
Yeah,
he's still bigger than me, but he's getting closer. He's getting closer to me than he was.
Yeah. So now, what's the ideal weight that we're going to be fighting at Karate Combat? What weight class are you going to be fighting at?
205, but I'm very willing to fight anywhere. Since leaving the UFC, I've been on a very strict weightlifting everyday diet. And I've gotten as thick as I've ever been. So I can still make middleweight, but they're going to have to pay me to make middleweight. So middleweight's a journey. 205, I'm real comfortable at. It's really my last fight against Cameron Graham was that heavyweight. I gained as much weight as I could so I could be a heavyweight. So I was 230 on the scale. Right today, I'm about 226. I'm on my way down to 205.
There we go. All right. You have some time for some chat questions? You like to speak to the chat before I let you go?
Yeah,
okay.
Spit them out at me.
All right, live chat. Guys, we got Smile'n Sam Alvey here. He's coming off a big win. Heavyweight fight. We heard a lot here. Brendan Schaub is completely ducking him. It's ridiculous. And now he's fighting in Karate Combat, which is exciting. And is Mac Malley going to be over there? And Ben Davis?
Mac Malley's going to be there. He's going to shoot. I might even have him watch my baby while I fight.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yeah, those guys are killing it on Twitter. I see you're linking up with some good people for sure.
Yeah, no, Mac Malley, he knows what he's doing on the world of the interweb. Mm-hmm. And then the Kunpai Pandas, they're an incredible NFT, and they're just growing into a lifestyle brand on their own. And it's really a cool podcast that I get to be a part of with them.
That is cool, yeah. And what was the name of it? Combat, what was it called again?
The podcast?
Yeah.
We're the Overdogs.
Overdogs. Oh, yeah, that's right. I saw John Jones tweet about it. I was like, good for you guys. That's badass right there. Okay, so here we go. So Crypto is the way to go. Wants to know, what round would you KO Jake Paul?
I would be where I'd want to KO him is round 1, but knowing the way I fight, it would be round 3 or 4.
There we go. And you know what? Have you followed like John Gotti III? Have you followed him like fighting Floyd Mayweather? Have you seen any of that stuff?
I've heard of it, but I haven't really followed anything of it. Is it something that's gonna happen?
Well, yeah. So they fought. They actually had an exhibition bout, and then there was this brawl that happened.
Oh, they did already.
Yeah, and it was a brawl.
Okay.
So now, because of the brawl, after the fight got stopped, and there was this brawl, now they're gonna have a rematch, and they're gonna fight again. But I'm like, yeah, maybe who knows? Maybe the stars will line up, and you could fight like Floyd Mayweather or something like that. I mean, he's.
I wouldn't only fight him; I'd beat him.
I mean, that guy he's fighting everybody. Like, yeah, he wants all the smoke. Would you fight? You would take Floyd Mayweather? No problem, right?
Yeah, the problem is the weight class. Boxing makes me weigh in and then wake up the next day at the same weight. Mm-hmm. It would be hard to do. For the payday, I would do it. For whatever they're paying, I would make it happen.
Yeah.
But it would be hard.
I mean, Logan Paul is a big dude, right? Like, I would imagine, like, and they fought. So, I mean, he's willing to fight. He probably wouldn't fight you. I don't think he's that stupid. I don't know.
Logan Paul is 1-1-1 in boxing.
What's your thoughts on Logan versus Dylan Danis? You following that circus?
Yeah, I'm actually supposed to be going out to spar with Logan here in the next week. They needed more southpaws, and I sparred with Logan before years ago. So now I'm looking forward to going out there. They said it was going to be next week, and we'll see if it happens. They haven't bought me a ticket yet, but they said it's confirmed. It's 100%.
So wait, so hold on a second. So you did call out the Paul brothers, right? You had a little friendly call out with them and stuff like that, and they didn't bite on that, but they're willing to bring you back out to train. So you might be able to get your licks in on them again.
Yeah. My guess is I'm so far beneath the Paul brothers on TikTok or Twitter or anywhere else that they didn't even know I did it.
Okay.
Then my other guess is like the amount of crap I get online isn't a terrible amount, but I get enough of it, more than most people, or more than most non-fighters, and so I know how to deal with it. These guys have taken nothing but crap for their entire life as they grew their empire, so I'm sure they don't care at all about what little old Smile'n Sam said about them.
Okay.
And I've never said anything bad about Logan, just Jake.
Yeah, no, that is true. And so the Dylan Danis on Twitter making fun of Logan's fiance. Have you followed? Have you followed with Dylan?
Yeah, it's like culturally relevant now. It's not just them on Twitter. It's like all my podcasts are talking about it. All my politics are talking about it. And so I've seen it. And I don't like making fun of girls. I don't, whether she deserves it, whether she is what Dylan says she is, or if she's turned a corner and she's a one-man girl for the rest of her life. Good for her, good on her. And that she, from Jake's words, is she made him wait a long time for sex. Good on her. I mean, she's turned that corner in her life that she's gonna not flirt around as much as she once did, and that's something to be respected. And what she has done in the past, I don't like making fun of girls, but Dylan Danis is kind of a piece of garbage, so it's not above him to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is very Dylan. I was saying, like, in the beginning I was laughing and I was like, I was feeding into it, and now I'm like, man, the joke has gone pretty far now. Like, we get a new joke, or are we gonna keep going? But he's still going. Yeah, he's got a lot of ammo.
You know what he's trying to do is he's trying to get Logan to call the fight off, because Dylan's a coward. Dylan's bad at fighting and he's a coward. He doesn't want any part of this fight, because if he loses to Logan Paul, which I think he will, because Dylan is really, he's a jiu-jitsu guy who, I don't know, said he can box. Logan is athletic. Whether or not he's the greatest boxer that's ever lived is yet to be determined, but he is a very athletic individual. And he has every chance in the world to beat Dylan.
So are you saying that you think that's going to be Logan versus Mike Perry? You think that the night of the fight, that's going to be the fight?
No, I actually just talked to Mike Perry tonight, too, on my Overdogs podcast. And he something funny that he says on the podcast is he was the backup fight for if Paul brother dipped out, and Jake Paul never paid him.
Wait a sec. Wait, hold on. So I'm trying to figure. So wait, what fight was this?
So Jake was fighting Nate.
Okay.
Mike Perry was the backup for if Nate dipped out, and it was supposed to be for I don't know how much money. But Jake apparently never paid Perry for being a backup. Oh. Just using his name. And so Perry said, I'm going to give Logan the benefit of the doubt, but he better pay me to be a backup.
Yeah. Dude, that would be really screwed up, right? I mean, that's crazy.
To be done poorly by both brothers it's something else.
I wouldn't be surprised, though, if Logan didn't pay. He scammed all his fans with the crypto shit and stuff. No offense, but he's not the most stand-up guy. I mean, let's be serious here. I know you're going to be friends with him and stuff, but let's be honest, you know?
We're going to be tag team champions together, he and I.
All right, I won't burn that bridge for you, Sam. I like you too much. So hold on. The chat wants to know about Conor's return in December. Do you think, like, now he's saying yes and then no and yes? Is he coming back? What do you think?
He'll be back, but not in December. I don't think he can be back in December. He has to be in the USAT pool for 6 months, I think. So December can't happen. Conor has got a way about him, and people want to see him fight. People want to see him win again. And I think Chandler is a winnable fight for him. Sure. So we'll see. We'll see, but it won't be December. I'm hoping it happens, and it'll be the biggest fight in modern history when it does. But he's got to get back in that testing pool.
Yeah, I mean, the whole reason why I'm doing this is because of Conor. His success, we rode the coattails and got a gazillion views, and we're able to grow a channel because of Conor McGregor. So how could, even though he's crazy now and he's doing a lot of wild stuff, him coming back helps everybody. Content creators, the UFC, the fans, whether you like him or you hate him, I mean, he's going to help everything. So it's just like, if you don't like him, just root against him. I don't know, right?
Yeah, no, everyone asks, who's your Mount Rushmore of MMA? Conor has to be on it. People hate hearing that. But Conor, I mean, I would say you got to put in Gracie. I would put Dana White. Iceman is on there. And Conor McGregor. I think that's my Mount Rushmore. They, each one individually, grew that sport into what it is right now. And the sport would not be what it is right now had it not been for any of those four.
I also noticed there's someone in the chat named Rogers Short Videos, and they have been calling you out throughout this entire stream. I don't know what the hell this is, but he says, Sam, let's set up a boxing match to show everybody you're ready to fight anybody. So apparently this person wants to box with you. Like, if you were to just show up at your gym, would you be down?
100%. Yeah, I'm a Guardian Martial Arts and Guardian MMA in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, or you can come down to Chattanooga, Tennessee. I'm there every Wednesday. No, bring your gloves. We'll have a good time.
Have you had situations like I've seen you messing around with people at the gym and stuff like that? I see a bunch, like you'll have like 3 people on you and shit like that, and you're going crazy. Have you had a troll show up and be like, yo, I want to fuck you up?
No, but I've had a lot of trolls say they're going to, and nobody ever has. I have had random people saying, hey, they would like to spar me. Fairly respectfully, not trolling, just saying, hey, I would like to come in and do this with you. And they say, come on in. So I've done that often enough. And I like sparring more than Sean Strickland does. And it is something I enjoy doing with whoever. Being 220 whatever pounds I am gives me an advantage against most of the world. But
sure.
I've never hurt anyone. I have a good time with whether they're good or bad. I'm at the part of my career where I realize I could walk into any gym in the world and probably be the best person in that gym. So if they come to my gym, I'm not going to go all out trying to kill them or anything. I'll have a good time with them.
So they followed up. They said, no disrespect. I'm a professional bare-knuckle boxer, and I mean legit because you're a legend. It would be an honor. So, okay. So, yeah, it's a respectful, I want to fight you.
Yeah, come on in.
There you go.
No, 100% come on in. Guardian MMA, you can DM me on Instagram. We can set it up. We can have you guys commentate it.
Listen, Roger, short video. Okay, the ball's in your court, bud. I mean, I will 100% be involved in this if this does happen. All right, Roger? So hit us up, and I'm in. I want to see this. This is going to be great. And speaking of Sean Strickland, we'll end on this. He's fighting Israel Adesanya. I know you're very familiar with Sean. I look at year 2023 as the year of the upset. Like, this year's been bonkers. I've been wrong with all my picks. I'm never wrong. And now it's like upset city. And how could you not look past Sean Strickland now after seeing all these upsets, right?
Yeah, listen, I've been picking Sean for a long time. What I've been saying for a long time is that Israel is the toughest fight in the division for Sean. I think Sean wipes the floor with everybody else. Israel's the toughest. I'm still picking Sean, but I got to get more technical in my mindset because he's a good friend of mine, and I'm always going to pick him no matter what. His volume is something that Izzy hasn't had to deal with since Calvin Gastelum. Gastelum threw punches and bunches, and that was one of the best fights we've ever seen with Izzy in it. Sean is a higher volume striker than Gastelum. Doesn't hit as hard, but he hits so much more. Sean doesn't slow down either. Izzy's never had to deal with a 5th round coming at you kind of guy. He's had to deal with a 5th round Romero kind of guy. Just stand there and do nothing. Or a 3rd round Costa kind of guy. The closest he came to outside of Gastelum was the Italian Dream. But even then, it was kind of a weird wrestling thing that the Italian Dream did. Sean will have a hard time teeing off on him because Izzy's got incredible timing. And he finds a way to land those punches. But Sean's volume is just overwhelming. Mm-hmm. And I could see Izzy slowing down enough to Sean winning the later rounds.
Interesting. Do you think that Sean's gonna? I've seen some videos popping up of him grappling a little bit. I'm assuming he's gonna try to wrestle a little bit, or do you think he's gonna keep it on the feet?
He'll keep it on the feet.
Okay.
Well, he should try and grapple him. Sean used to get beat by wrestlers. Like we'd have, and so all he did for like a solid 3 years, he just wrestled. Mm-hmm. He found D1 national champs, division champions, this and D2. He went around to every gym just to find these guys that could out wrestle him. People don't out wrestle him anymore. People don't like wrestling with him because he is such a dickhead when he wrestles.
So what do you mean? He's just like using all the dirty tricks?
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does everything. Like I always like to say, he's the guy that if he has a rear naked choke, he won't rear naked choke you. He'll cross face you. And say, God, just fine. Yeah, and it's worse because I'm gonna tap. Well, I won't tap, but most people tap. But it's not. There's no reason to tap. It kind of hurts. It hurts a bunch, but it's not a choke. It's not a gonna kill you kind of move. But he does it to prove a point that he's the baddest guy in the room. So although he probably could out wrestle and take Izzy down at least once in the fight, his head's too big to say that Izzy's a better striker.
Interesting. Oh man, I'm looking forward to this fight. This is gonna be so much fun.
I am too. I was just looking at the card and I don't know anyone else on it. Top to bottom, don't know any of them. But I know that main event, so I'm going to be watching for it. I will even pay for this UFC fight. I won't stream it live on TikTok.
Are you saying, Sam? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh yes. No. Follow me on TikTok.
All right. I'm not going to keep going there, but still, what is your TikTok? How can we find you?
I'm the same. So I spelled my name wrong. Like you have it spelled I-N. It's actually E-N. It's like Smile and Sam.
Okay.
No. So I spelled it wrong. So people have a hard time finding it. But on all social media, it's Smile and Sam. So that's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, everything. If I don't do Snapchat, but if ever I do, it'll be Smile'n Sam.
So even Tapology has it wrong. So that's actually, I literally copy and pasted it. Yeah, they have Smile with the eyes. So it's E-N.
I picked the name before social media was a thing. Like Facebook wasn't around when I started doing it, so it didn't matter how it was spelled. And I'm from the generation where if it's extreme, you just put an X or you put the apostrophe capital letter. And so I thought it looked cooler if I went Smile and capital Sam.
I got
so that's what it was, and then social media became a thing, and now, you got it right. You got it.
Magic.
He changed that quick.
Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you saying?
So Smile'n Sam on everything.
You know, I always wanted to ask you that question, and I forgot. I just literally copy and pasted off of Tapology, and I'm glad you cleared that up. That's actually very interesting. And YouTube too. Make sure they give you a follow. Same thing, right? Smile'n Sam on YouTube. Yeah,
YouTube's the one that means the most to me right now. I love my TikTok family. Instagram is something else, but YouTube is something I'm really putting time and effort into.
All right. So, Sam, hey, man, listen, I'm always willing to have you on the show. You're a great guy. And right now, if you have anything to say to Brendan Schaub for backing out of this fight, what would it be?
Brendan Schaub, come on. I don't even need to make money off this fight. I don't. Well, we will donate it to charity. We just have a good time together, my man. And you can make however much money you want. I know the money part was important to you. We'll have a good time. I promise not to hurt you too bad. We'll just enjoy each other's company while hitting each other in the face.
There we go. And any sponsors or anything you want to shout out before we go?
I wish. No, not really. Millions, actually. I do sell shirts on Millions.
Oh, shit. You're on Millions, too? All right,
guys. I am. Very recently, and I am failing desperately at advertising it, but I'm on Millions.
Shit, I would have contacted him and got a... damn, I fucked up. I usually get a link for it. So I got a link in the description down below. Hit it. Hit that link. Support Sam, chat. Support Sam over there at Millions. Are you going to do any watch parties on Millions?
I'm going to. I just haven't... It's hard. I have two things. I'm in Central Time Zone. Fights don't start till 9 o'clock at night, and I'm old. It's so late at night to watch fights. And then the other thing is I have a lot of kids. So it's hard for me to watch the fights with all the kids. Anytime I'm in my garage doing something, my wife is with all my kids. You should just bring the kids on. Watch the fights with the kids. That'd be fun. No? It would start off fun, but by fight 4, you guys like, shut those kids up. All right, there we go. Millions is really cool. We've been working with them, and I love what they're doing with the athletes. It's great stuff. Yeah, I love it too. I feel like I failed them because they made the shirt. I have a shirt. They have this, and I've just failed at advertising like I should. I've been trying to build everything so much that I put it in my link tree, but I haven't, like, I never make the post saying, oh yeah, I go to Millions, I have a shirt.
Yeah, it's funny. Millions is just like there's no catch. It's just basically it's there. If it sells, it sells. You know, that's it. Like it's weird. It's just kind of there. You know, so that's why I try to tell people just go shop. I tell people it's great gifts. Like, do you have any signed stuff on Millions, or is it just your merch?
No, they keep bugging me for that stuff, and I will get there. But we've been remodeling our house for the last 2 years, which is really just an excuse now for my crap is still in a bag in the garage. So I got to dig that out, and then I'll get some stuff like that.
That's probably the best route. Yeah, sign a bunch of crap and then put it up on there. That's probably going to sell for sure.
I'll sign my kids, put it up there. I'll get a good deal on a couple of them.
Yeah, which one do you like the least, and just put them up there, right? All right, Sam.
Sorry, Bobby.
All right, man. Listen, it was a pleasure having you on, Sam. It's always love talking to you. Can't wait to see you. It's September. What is the next fight? It's
September 16th. Karate Combat on YouTube. My YouTube page will be exploding with what's coming up and how I'm training for it, and I'm really looking forward to competing with them.
So you're going to document like the training leading up?
Yep. As of today, I'm allowed to tell people. You're the first person I'm telling.
This is exciting. Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. I'm like the new
You're
Ariel.
very welcome.
I mean, why would you do that on Ariel, right? For God's sakes. This is where you do it, right? All right. Sam, thanks again, man. Appreciate it. And looking forward to chatting again, okay?
Hey, I appreciate you, my friend. We'll talk again.
All right, be good. There he is, Smile'n Sam Alvey, live on the MMA-Holes. What do you say? Guys and gals, we're going to do the giveaway now. We're going to do the giveaway for the Sean O'Malley card. You still have a chance to win this autograph card. Let me know in the chat what you think about Sam's appearance. I'm saying Sean and Sam, mixing names up. So, funny story, man, with this Brendan Schaub thing. Like, Sam was going hard. He was going hard in the paint trying to get this this fight against Brendan. And I think I made a mistake. I shouldn't have done this. But Brendan Schaub put out a post. And this was the post, right? Let me show you. Sam's a great guy. Real cool dude, man. If you missed it, run it back. Run it back. Sam's a phenomenal man. The end, you know, his the internet was a little glitchy, but you could hear him well. So here's the post, and I what a picture. I put this on my story, and I said Schaub's training. Schaub must be training for Sam Alvey or something like that, and I tagged him, and Schaub responded back, huh? And I shouldn't have responded. I should have just left it at that, but I responded. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. I responded and I said, yeah, man, like, you know, Sam wants to fight, baby. Let's make this happen. And Schaub bypassed me and then immediately messaged Sam and kind of shut it down. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have fucking done that. But anyway, Schaub doesn't want the smoke. At the end of the day, he's done. Like he did say when he was talking to Jorge Masvidal, he was like entertaining the fact of fighting in bare knuckle or something. He said that he would fight Derek Lewis. Like he thinks that's a reasonable matchup for him. So Sam, you know, shot his shot. He shot his shot, and Schaub shot it down. So that ship has sailed. But Sam's going to be going over to Karate Combat, which they're doing a great job, Karate Combat, in September. So we'll keep you guys posted when he fights, and I'm hoping, usually I think they're on a Friday night. I don't think they go up on Saturday nights. I think, what was the date he said? Does anyone in the chat remember? It was September, I don't know, what did he say? What was the date again? We'll get the date to you guys. Is that a Friday? I hope it is on a Friday so we could do a fight reaction. So Sam looking to go 2 in a row. Wins. Do a little karate. All right, guys. You ready? You guys ready? Let's get this contest. Let's get you guys that autograph card. So we got the autograph card, okay, by Sean and Sam. I keep on Sean O'Malley. And if you're of age, of course, we'll give you the vape pen. Now, will an OG win? September 16th. Thank you, Duke. See, someone's listening. I've been having a lot of brain farts lately. So September 16th. It's a Saturday, but who knows? You never know. I'm going to put this in the calendar. Sam Alvey fight. You never know. Or, you know what we could do, too? Since it is free, we could always have it on the side and let you guys know what happens. But that's cool, man. You know, good for Sam. He's such a cool dude, man. He's got the food truck going. Deep dish pizzas. I want to try that. Someone in the chat's calling him out. And listen, whoever that was in the chat, I want to see you show up at that gym, man. We might have to do a live stream from there. But I doubt they're going to show up. Burgos and Collard going to war right now. Yeah, I know PFL is tonight. I was thinking about doing the. We already had Sam set up, so I don't know. I kind of hope Burgos loses. That'd be hilarious. You made a song for Sam Alvey's pizza truck. Let's see. All right, I'm buying you guys time. To get your. Listen, you could put as many submissions as you want. It just has to be about Sean O'Malley in that UFC 292 Fight Buddy stream. Okay, the Saturday night stream. All you got to do is put that there. You got to like. You got to be subscribed. You already done that already, right? And you got to share it on social media. Once you prove that all that's done, if we pick you, it's yours. The prize is yours. Sam should just do bare knuckle fights. I tell you what, bare knuckle, Sam went into that a little bit. BKFC, the way they run, I don't know if Roger is in BKFC. We have a lot of BKFC fighters that we deal with. But the promotion, boy, we've had issues. Sam has issues. Like, I don't know. They're weird, man. They're weird. All respect, my name is Roger Hunnell. I will show up. I meant a real fight sanctioned. I'm a professional bare knuckle boxer. Roger Hunnell. Let's see. What organization do you box at? BYB, BKFC? Are you in the States, out of the States? Here's your boxer record. MMA fight page. Super Brawl. Oh, so you did fight in BYB. Okay. That's our buddy Dada 5000's promotion. And Mike Goldberg. Okay. All righty. So you want to 32 years of age, 6'2". Okay, so yeah. Probably around Sam's size, right? So you have one AMI fight. You won by knockout, and then you had a little bit of a rough go here. BYB 5, 11, 14, and then you went to Super Brawl against Robert Yates. So you're looking to bounce back against Sam Alvey. Is that what you're trying to do? I don't know how I don't know how they would work that out. You're better off just going to the gym, doing some viral shit, get a bunch of sponsors. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do something like that. Like, if you contact sponsors and say, yo, I'm going to roll in on Sam Alvey's gym, make it cordial, you can get some work in with Sam. I guarantee he'd be down. And you can monetize it for charity or whatever. But to do like a sanctioned fight, Sam's not going to, I mean, I don't I mean, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how they would, I don't even think they would sanction that, to be honest. I don't know. But yeah, there could be something done for sure. There's no doubt about it. There could be something like set up at the gym, get sponsors involved, make it for charity. That'd be cool. Put it on social. We could do a stream on the MMA-Holes. Sam could have something on his YouTube. You know what I'm saying? If it's for a good cause, I'd be down. Show up at the food truck and call him out like Mr. T. Dude, that'd be hilarious. You just show up at the food truck. You'd be like, I'm fighting you, motherfucker. Yeah, that's what you should do. I took 2 fights against champs, Jomi Escoboza and Sammy Liera in 5 days' notice. Damn, man. Damn. Whew. Let's see. Which one? Escoboza. So that was your first pro fight you took against a champ? So BYB did you dirty. Is that what you're saying? Are you saying BYB did you dirty? So yeah, Escoboza. I've seen this guy before. Yeah, I've seen this guy fight. So yeah, it seems like a lot of people with the pro MMA careers not doing too well, they go over to be bare knuckle, and yeah, look, he's got this nice little win streak, but he did lose his last 2. But yeah, it seems like bare knuckle. It's a great alternative. Sometimes the MMA game seems like it's the way to go, and then bare knuckle. Like, look at Mike Perry, for God's sakes. Mike Perry was a decent MMA fighter. decent. Like Mike Perry came in there and people were talking some big things. And then, you know, when he started fighting the higher level MMA fighters, it was different. You know, things started to change. Then he had personal problems and he goes to BKFC and becomes a mega star again. So bare knuckles cool. And I like BYB. I like BYB. We haven't, like I said, we've had Goldberg here. He's a great guy. And Dada's a great dude too. So I support them. Let's have a fight for ownership of the pizza truck. Whoever wins the fight takes ownership of the pizza truck. I don't think his wife would be happy about that. But that's fucking cool, man. I like that Sam is hustling in all different areas, man. He's still fighting. He's got the food truck. He's got his gym that's doing some cool stuff. It's pretty cool. Sam's a good dude. And he's just a nice guy. All right, let's get the winner. Let's get the winner of this card. This is what everyone's here for. They want to see who is going to win the Sean O'Malley signed card. So, this is the random comment picker. I was going to do something. Okay, I'm going to do something different over here. I'm not going to pick the first person. I'm going to pick the third person. Because if you pick the first person, there's no drama. And then people will be like, oh, it's rigged. So I want to show you guys that this shit is not going to be rigged. We're going to walk through this together. Okay, and we're going to get a fucking winner. So first off, we're going to get the video that you have to, and like I said, you still have a chance, guys and gals. You still have a chance to get your things in. Oh, that was it right there. But this fancy pants thing over here, UFC 292 Sterling versus O'Malley, the 107,000 view video. UFC 292 Fight Buddies. Over here, you have to like, you have to be subscribed, you got to share this video on social media. Who knows here? You guys have been on. And how we pick one lucky person from the comment section. Just say something about Sean O'Malley. Whether it's good or bad, I don't care. Say something. As long as Sean O'Malley's involved, and whatever you say, you're going to win. If there's nothing about Sean O'Malley involved, you're not going to win. How many comments there's only 96 comments. Only 96, guys. So you still have a damn good shot at getting this card. It's not that many. Not that many comments. Get it in, baby. Get it in. I'll go to this room here. Sean O'Malley signed card. And the vape pen on the line. It's going to be rig confirmed. Well, that's why I'm going to use the third. I'm going to pick the third person as the winner. This way, okay? This way, no one could say anything. All right, so we're going to paste this in here. Okay? I don't know if I hit fetch what's going to happen, but like I said, the third person will be the winner of this contest. We will send the Sean O'Malley signed card. And I thank everyone. Listen, we do a lot of giveaways on this show, whether it's goat milk, whether it's Fuka Friday, whether it's these random prizes here. Actually, Sam Alvey had a signed hat by a bunch of cool names on there, Hendo and OSP and him. And we gave that away. We gave away Wonderboy Weidman when we first started the stream. We've been doing giveaways a lot, so make sure you subscribed and hit the notification bell. The Sean O'Malley dance. Does he dance? Yeah. Look at the video we put up. Squeaky voice. Show him his fast track to the belt facts. Let me just say this, okay? A little drama here. I said this with Sam Alvey. I'm going to say it again now to the people that are jumping in now. I am so disappointed in Merab and Aljo. Now, if Merab is injured and he can't fight in December, fair play. If his hand is still hurt and he can't get to a camp or whatever, fair. But Aljamain Sterling, I understand why he wants to take a break. He hasn't taken a break in forever. But Aljo is passing up on this. Merab is passing up on a December fight against Sean O'Malley. The people that deserve it, passing up. Corey Sandhagen hurt. Cheeto's going to get this fight unless Henry makes a good argument, which I got to be honest with you, I think Henry's more interesting to me. Cejudo, you know, you ran your mouth, you lost to Aljo. Here's another chance, another crack. I think the lead up would be cringy as all hell, but I think it'd be fun. Cheeto would be fun too, but I don't know. For some reason, I'd rather Henry. I think Henry would be a blast. I know Cheeto technically beat Sean already, but yeah, Merab and Aljo, they've just, I mean, shit. Aljo does deserve it. Like it's silly. It's silly to say Aljo doesn't deserve it. It's silly. Aljo is like arguably one of the greatest bantamweights of all time. He took this fight on a quick turnaround, company man. Like what? He doesn't deserve it? Like that's craziness. Some people are talking about this guy's the GOAT of bantamweight. All right, he loses this fight. Not so much. Now, doesn't matter. The arguments doesn't matter because Aljo is going to take a break. He's going to take a break. He says he wants the rematch, but man, this is not going to work out well for him. It's not. For him, stop sucking his dick. Dude, stop sucking Sean's dick. Like, what are you doing? You don't even like Sean. You're sucking a cock of a person you don't even like. I am being real as I possibly can. Okay? I think it's better for the sport that Sean O'Malley, I keep on forgetting his name. Sean O'Malley won. It's way better for the sport. It's better for us as a show. It's better. The juice is better. He's a more fun fighter. It's better all around. Better all around. But I have to be honest here and factual. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Jesus Christ. It's like this clouded head. Listen, I could be just a complete angry shithead and say, Aljo lost me money. Fuck him. He's a prick. This and that. Like, I could be throwing him under the bus. Blah, blah, blah. No. Not going to do that. It's facts. Aljamain Sterling was arguably the greatest bantamweight of all time. Like, literally, that debate was going around. Guy defended his belt multiple times. One non-ranked fighter throughout his career? One. Dude, there's levels to this shit. There's a reason why the microphone's over here. There's levels to this shit. But Aljo dropped the ball. He dropped the ball, man. Like, that immediate rematch, if he fucking started, on social media, started fucking barking for this thing, he would have had a legit argument. Whether he would have got it or not, who knows? Probably not. But still, he would have had an argument. He's not going that route. He's going to go on vacation. He's going to rest up. He's going to heal up. He's going to enjoy what he's accomplished already, get back to the drawing board and see what happens next. We'll see what happens. So now, Sean O'Malley versus Cheeto looks like a real deal now. I mean, with Merab Dvalishvili, I mean, there are people out there that says Merab doesn't deserve it. Merab's the #1 ranked bantamweight. There are people that say he doesn't deserve it. Of course he deserves it. Like, it's lunacy. It's lunacy to say that Merab doesn't deserve it. But it bothers me, and I understand why it bothers the UFC. The UFC had enough. Merab doesn't want to fight Aljo. Aljo doesn't want to fight Merab. Merab doesn't want to fight Sean in December. He's the #1 ranked guy. And if it's an injury, then I can kind of get on it. But I don't. How injured is he? I don't know. Aljo better come back to the holes. He needs. I know, right? The last time Aljo was on a loss, last time he got knocked out, he comes on a holes. He goes right up to a championship. That is true. But you know what? It's okay. He doesn't have to come back on. It's all good. We had him on twice. There's not, and he's not the champ anymore, so we don't need him anymore. So Cheeto's most likely going to get the shot. And December looks real. It looks like a real thing. So disappointed. I am disappointed. Let me know in the chat. Would you rather see Cheeto or would you rather see Triple C versus Sean O'Malley? And let's move on. Merab and Aljo, that ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. And Merab absolutely deserves it, but it won't happen. It would have happened, but he's not even in the mix. He's not taking the fight. And the reason why Merab made mention too, this is driving me nuts. Dude, Merab is driving me fucking crazy. I think Merab will be healthy in December. He made mention on MMA Junkie's interview. I was listening to this in the gym and I wanted to fucking bang my head off the wall. I was like, Merab, what the fuck? You are literally blowing your opportunity. Merab is saying, well, I think Aljo deserves a rematch, right? Merab, I understand you don't want to fight this guy. I understand that you want to respect this guy and whatever. And I respect the fact that you don't want to fight him. That's fine. Here's your chance, you stupid fuck. Take the fucking fight. If your hand is fine, Merab. If your hand is fine, fight that man in December. What are you doing? You waiting is not going to help, man. It's not going to help. How old is Merab now? Like, dude, how long? He's cool with waiting a year. Merab's going to get passed by. What do you think? The UFC is going to bend over backwards for a guy with Merab's fighting style? No. Dude, it's nuts. Vera's tough. It'll be a good fight. I mean, when was the last time Cheeto was in a good fight? I hate to say it, but that last fight was boring as fuck against Pedro. And Pedro's a fucking good striker. That shit was boring as all hell. I got to be honest with you. I think O'Malley versus Triple C, that's the fight, man. Way more exciting. And nothing against Marlon Vera, man. I think Marlon Vera is a fun dude, like, on the mic. I like him as a person. But as a fighter, I'm sick of this slow starter. You know, like, I'm sick of that shit, man. Yeah, it's not like the old days with Cheeto. Like, it does, and I understand, too, because there's more on the line. You know, there's more on the line. So for Vera to take any unnecessary risks early, it doesn't make any sense, right? Dominic Cruz, let's go. I would take that. Burgos lost in the PFL. Merab's a cuck. Dude, it kills me, man. I don't want to shit on Law guys because I like them. But if Merab is healthy and could fight in December, and he is not fighting because he's waiting for Aljo, he may be a cuck. It may be confirmed. It may be. I mean, this is fucking weird, man. Take the damn fight. I don't know. Become the fucking champ. Have Merab become the champ. Beat Sean O'Malley, become the champ, and then if Sterling wants to come back to bantamweight, I don't know, vacate the belt. I don't know. Dude, you're passing up the title. Crap, man. Like what is, like, it doesn't make any sense. I'm hoping he's just injured. Cody Garbrandt's going to be the champ again? Cody Garbrandt has history, right, with Sean O'Malley? Oh, my God. Dude, it's nuts, man. Merab drives me nuts. He's driving me crazy now. And I like Merab. He's a nice guy, but he drives me crazy. He's loyal to a flaw. I tell you what, Aljo moving up now, it makes no sense because him getting smoked by O'Malley, even if he puts on more weight, these guys going to fuck him up at 145. I think he realized that, especially what he said at the post-fight thing. I really do think that Aljo's not stupid. That's one thing about Sterling. He is not a dumb man. I would imagine his next fight's going to be back at bantamweight. It's crazy, man. Tom Cruise was the man. TJ was the man. Cody was the man. Aljo was the man. It's the Sugar Show. Yeah, it is. It is the Sugar Show now. Dude, Sean O'Malley's been pretty funny, too, on his social media. He's putting, like, pictures up of, like, him naked with the belt. It's kind of funny because the post that he's doing, it's like, you can tell it still hasn't really sunk in. Like, he's still, like, in shock. He's shocked, you know? Look at this guy. There he is. He's naked with his belt around his crotch. There he is. There he is. Beautiful sunset. It's got a joint in the fucking... That one, Gurr. Be careful. Be careful. There he is. He's all nude, doing his thing. He's walking around. Look at this. This is right after he won.
You are the man. You're the man. You are the man.
Good for him, man. That's fucking hysterical. He's literally, you know, he reminds me of just an everyday dude that just so happens to be the fucking champion. It's weird, right? Like Sean O'Malley, even though he's got the tattoos, he's got the hair, but at the end of the day, he's just an average guy. Like there's nothing special about Sean. He's just an everyday gamer, you know? He likes his fucking Happy Dads. He's just an everyday dude. Dude, it's weird, man. I think that's another reason why. How many followers? He's got 3.5 million followers on Instagram. That's going to be his success. Conor wasn't the everyday guy. Conor's not the guy that you relate to. He was a plumber, and then he was a fucking superstar crazy man. The shit that came out of his mouth, not many people could emulate. People tried to copy Conor. They couldn't, right? This guy over here, it's different. It's a whole different thing, and I love it. I love the fact that he's a different thing. Like, and this is why the UFC is thrilled that he's the champion. Because as much as you want to, like, shit on the guy, like, we joke around about, O'Malley, he's not a bad dude. He's not a bad guy, So there's just so much you can say about him. People calling him a trans Barbie and stuff like that. Do you think he gives a shit? He knows he looks like a trans Barbie. Do you think he's purposely doing that? He's not born looking like trans Barbie. He's purposely making himself look like that. It's a choice. So it's not even an insult when people say that. He's doing it on purpose. It's just like, it's kind of like a troll job. It's kind of like, it's just like the everyday guy, doing it. So it's pretty impressive what O'Malley's doing. I can't really shit on the kid. I can't. And he doesn't lay on people, Rose Namajunas looked thicker. He's a bad guy. He just cheats on his wife and does drugs. Well, I do drugs, and I used to cheat on my wife. But I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. Who knows what his relationship is? Clearly his wife is in on it. They're swingers. They do whatever the fuck they want. I don't know. That's his thing. I can't really judge. I've made mistakes. I'm sure everyone in this chat has made mistakes. If you have, here's the thing. I may not have the same lifestyle. I may not understand certain decisions he makes, but who am I to fucking judge that? You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's a bad guy, and that's why I can't really shit on him. It's like Izzy. Like I don't think Izzy's a bad dude. He's a weird dude, but he's not a bad dude. Apparently he bought a warehouse for MMA and 5 houses. Dude, the kid's got a ton of real estate. He's got his merch is killing it. He's hanging out with the right people, with those happy dad. Those guys are loaded. Oh, I just noticed something here. Look in the comments. The first thing that pops up. The first thing that pops up. Merab Dvalishvili. Why, bro? Why? The answer is why not? Why not? I probably do the same fucking stupid shit. Why not? Because he can. Because he can. All right. You guys want the card? Now it's time. It's time for us to pick a winner. Like I said, it's going to be the third person that pops up over here. No one wants that belt now. Yeah, come and get it. That's like actual, like, you want to laugh? If you ever get into a situation, a little hairy situation, right? And someone wants to beat you up, start undressing. Start undressing. This is something, this is a tactic that works. Just start, if you're in a situation, a hostile situation, and someone's looking to fuck you up in public, undress. If you're a guy. If you're a girl, don't do that because you'll probably get raped. But a guy, undress and see if they still want to fuck you up. If they do, they're gay. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. Here we go. And if you get beat up, don't come back to me. All right? I heard it works. The first person will not be a winner. So if your name pops up over here, tough shit. You don't win. Here we go. We're going to fetch it. Anything goes. Continue. First person that pops up is... Pick a winner. Hamlet the Pig. You didn't win. But he says, I love the Sugar Show, smokes weed, knocks motherfuckers out, and has never lost a fight just like Diaz. Well, you get exposure. That's it. That's one. Number 2, we're going to pick a winner right now. So you know this is legit. I'm going to go in the third person, not the first person, because you'd be like, oh, you're fucking... The third person. The second person is... Blah, 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 blah. Pick a winner. Cheryl Church says, thank you. The boy is great. Going far, but not as great as Conor McGregor. So... there's nothing, I mean, I'm assuming that's about Sean O'Malley, but there's nothing that says Sean O'Malley in there, so you wouldn't have won it anyway, but thank you for the comment. There's Cheryl Church. This card in my hand was given to us by a viewer. Has an autograph by Sean O'Malley. There's a vape pen over here, and I am willing to part ways with the next person that pops up on the screen. Like I said, the third winner will be the real winner. Here we go. You guys ready in the chat? One's in the chat if you're ready for the official winner of the Sean O'Malley signed card. One's in the chat if you're ready. Come on. It all goes down on the MMA-Holes Live, the greatest channel on YouTube. I'm about to pick a winner. Like I said, the third person will be the winner. This is the third person right now.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm about to click it. I'm actually a little nervous right now. Please be in the U.S. Please be in the United States. Okay, here it comes. You guys nervous in the chat? You guys nervous? Okay, here we go. Pick the winner. Click. McDonald Roney. Trash card from prelims to headliner. 100% worst card in years. No Sean O'Malley. No Sean O'Malley. We still have a chance at another winner here. Here it comes. The drama intensifies. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Wow. Thank God that guy didn't win because I have no idea who that name is. All right, here we go. We're going to do it here. You guys nervous in the chat? The Sean O'Malley signed card, vape pen. Imagine like Sean O'Malley put in and he gets his own card. That'd be something else. All right, here we go. We're going to pick a winner right now in 3, 2, 1. Dean Schumacher says, "Let's go, O'Malley." Whoever this is, Dean Schumacher. Okay. Never heard that name before, but I'm going to look for him. Dean Schumacher. Okay. Is Dean Schumacher in the chat? Okay, let's look for this person. I got to hunt for him now. Dean Schumacher. Hold on a second. Made it very simple. Let's go, O'Malley. Dean Schumacher. Let's see. Where are you, Dean? I never heard that name before. Please be in the U.S. Please, Dean. The Knitter got in. Mike H got in. Let's see. Dean Schumacher. Where are you? Man, where is this person? We're gonna find them. Mean Dean, the Schumacher. Man, look at all these submissions. My goodness. Oh, here he is. Bang. Okay, reply. You won the card. Send me your email and it's yours. Congrats. You won the card. Send me your email, and it's yours. Oops, yours. Here we go. Whoa, come on. Okay, there we go. It's done. It's ready. All right. So, Dean, you need to respond to that message, and we will follow up via email. Now, if we don't hear from Dean in a week, if we do not hear from Dean in a week, yeah, we'll put it back up for grabs. So, oh, there you are. There's Dean. Okay, Dean's in the chat. Let's go. So, Dean Schumacher, respond to that post and send me your email, and we'll follow up email, and we'll tell you exactly what we need from you so you can get your prize. Congrats. There he is, Dean Schumacher. Let's look at Dean's channel. Here we go. And I'll tell you what, Dean, I'll even subscribe to your channel. Here we go. Dean Schumacher. Are you new to the show? Here we go. Dean Schumacher. Are you new? Have you been around? There you go, Dean. Congrats, man. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you're in the chat. I'm glad you're in the chat because, like, the last couple of contests, I'm like, who the hell is that? Very cool. Very cool, man. You're new. Look at that. Dude, you imagine you just jump into a channel for the first time and bang, you win a fucking autograph card. That's cool. All right, Dean. Well, welcome to the MMA-Holes. That's a way to make a splash in the community. So I subscribe to your channel over there. Just make sure you respond to that post, your email, and we will definitely send you. Yeah, I mean, that's very good timing, right? Aljo just got knocked out by this guy. This guy just became the new bantamweight champ, and you're going to have his card and the vape pen. And it looks like you're of age, but, you know, we're just going to need some information so we get you that stuff. Yes, of course, we're going to double check his age for sure. But he's got facial hair. That's a good start. Okay. Yeah, so yeah. Contact us there. We'll get back to you on that. And that's it. Guys, if you missed the Sam Alvey interview, run it back and let me know in the comment section what you thought. Sam said a lot of things. He spoke about the Schaub situation. He spoke about... oh, he's 40. Okay, good. He spoke about his next fight coming up. He spoke about his pizza truck and stuff that's going on in the UFC world. A real cool appearance by Sam Alvey. So make sure you go check that out. And thank you, Sam, for coming on the show. Thank you to everyone stopping by. Always appreciate the support. I appreciate the likes. If you could hit the like button, I appreciate that. And don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA-hole. Good night. Adios. Stay wonderful, wonderful.